Hello and good evening and welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, New York by Night, Orphans in the Dark. My name is Max, I will be your storyteller this evening, and we'll be picking up the night after the first night amongst the undead for our coterie to be. So it will be the 12th of September 2001. For those of you who have not seen this before or not played the game before, this is a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. We do deal with some potentially kind of mature themes, so viewer discretion is advised. And it looks like we're being sponsored by the Alien today, although possibly Chris was just looking at himself. I don't know. We will find out. For this game, we'll be using OG rules, so we're using predominantly second edition Vampire the Masquerade rules with a smattering of the revised rules as well. Just before we start the game properly, just one piece of errata I wanted to go over from last time. So when Derek was healing his aggravated wound from being hit on the neck, I made one error. So just to clarify that, it doesn't change it. The wound is healed. That's in the past and done. But just so everybody is aware for future reference, to heal aggravated wounds costs 5 blood points and a full day's rest. If you want to heal them quicker, you can do. Still costs 5 points, but it costs you a point of willpower as well. Just so we're clear, so I've got that right from this point forward. The other thing for everybody as well, as I've got you all quiet for a moment, as of the end of last session, you've all agreed to be mentored by the gentleman that you met, Carter van der Weyden, which means in your backgrounds, you can add 3 dots in mentor. That's a freebie. You don't have to all thank me at once. Okay, so rather than doing like my opening little monologue that I do, I'm going to do, and to you too, I'm going to do one for each of you, which will be followed by an opportunity to introduce yourselves and to tell us a little bit about how you're feeling on waking for your first full night as a vampire. So as I said, this is going to be episode 4, which I have entitled Say Hello to the Night. And we're going to start with the good professor himself. So we'll be starting with Andrew Viper Tate. And for you, I'm going to start by saying, quick is the blue tongue, forked as a lightning strike. You wake, or more like, you feel like you've been on pause and someone's just pressed play. The room around you is cool. The darkness you find comforting, inviting, like oblivion. And somehow you sense a purity in the darkness. In the aftermath of your absence from reality, there's also the ghost of a sound. The sound of a snake's rattle. You'd care to introduce yourself?
Right, I'm Andrew Taint. At the end of the day, even though my accent varies between Irish and Italian and Australian and never quite the right accent, the fact is I'm from Luton and I like to kick some butt. I like to take some names and then I like to throw the names out and kick those butts also. Because I'm Andrew Tate. I'm the most famous guy out there, the most Googled man on the internet, and everybody likes me. And I take showers on private planes, and yeah.
That's a good start. Fantastic. If I can have you back on mute, please, and we will go to Sam Goldberg. For you, I have, sticking with song lyrics, as that's what I was thinking about when I was writing this. In the midnight hour, she cried, more, more, more. More what? Who knows? All you do know is that a moment ago you were absent, other, not part of the waking world. And in the hours since you lay down, something has grown inside of you. It's like a pressure behind your eyes, a frustration, an irritation in your heart, a passion rarely felt whilst you were alive. It's like somebody has lit a fuse inside of you, and that fuse is short. You'd care to introduce yourself, please?
Well, I'm Sam Goldberg of the Bruja clan. And the fuse was always a little short anyway. So if it's feeling short, it's probably really short now.
Fantastic. And next we'll go to Karis Ruin. Welcome to the jungle. The concrete jungle, of course. And as your mind stalks back to the land of the living, it's with a sense of returning home. There's something familiar about the territory. I mean, even through the stone walls and the trappings of the modern world, they can't mask the scent of the city, the reek of humanity, and the greatest hunt of all, the greatest game. If you'd care to introduce yourself, please, Karis. Or we could just stare at your alien mask. Or alien mask hat.
Sorry, was getting messages about shit. I am Karis Ruane, seeker of truth. I'm also a meat popsicle. Always felt a need to search for the truth, uncover mysteries of the paranormal and the supernatural. Being now fully embraced and a lot of the more juicier conspiracy theories I had have all been reaffirmed by, you said, our mentors. His name's Carter or Clark?
Carter.
Carter. Okay, I'll have to change that in my notes. Yeah, so now actually having a reliable resource like that to answer all my questions is putting me closer on my path to enlightenment.
Fantastic. And last but not very much not least, we'll be going to Ken Cho. And for you, Ken, where you are on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city never sleeps, Kevin Cho rests. And for him, there are no snake rattles, no rebel yell, no welcome to the bright lights, no mold to pour yourself into. For him, there's just the quiet of the night and the gaze of those who watch from beyond the veil. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
As the storyteller has announced, my name is Ken Cho. I had my first taste of blood hearing the news and accepting the reality that I am now an undead being. I'm equal parts disgusted with myself and equal parts unsure of everything. My career before this as a paramedic was to do everything I could to preserve life and to, in some cases, even bring people back, if possible, that had passed. Where do I go now? What do I do? It's a complete mystery.
Fantastic. So as we left it last time, you'd all agreed, as I said at the beginning, to be mentored by Carter. After that, just to wrap up what happened after that meeting with him, as I described, this underground facility that he has, on one side of the room there were 2 sets of double doors. Behind each of the sets of those doors, you found a short corridor with 6 small rooms, 3 on each side, all absolutely identical. They're very Spartan. There are a couple of cots in each room. There is a mirror, a small cupboard, a wash basin, and just some very subtle lighting fitted into the walls as well. Just somewhere to lay your head for a day. You're not sure of what time it is. It's actually you'll be waking up sometime within about half an hour of sundown, which was, I did take the time to go and have a look, was at 22 minutes past 7 in the evening. So unless anybody, I don't think anybody has anything like early riser or late sleeper. So you all wake up within about half an hour of each other, and the doors aren't locked or anything. You can leave and you can go back into the main boardroom area itself. Who would like to go first? Or who? Not one of you. You can, in whatever order you feel, would like to leave and head back.
I'll do something. So,
Oh, sorry, very sorry. Just before you do, Sam, I will just hold that thought for 1 second. So from this point forward, generally speaking, again, unless we happen to end a session in an action scene, at the start of every session, you restart with a full set of willpower. So any willpower spends that you had from last session are all, you back up to full. But you are vampires. But each day that you sleep, you lose a point of blood. So everybody should be 1 off their maximum blood pool.
okay.
Mhm.
So I arise because I don't really view it as waking up. But this is my first time waking up like this, isn't it?
Yeah. To all intents and purposes, you've been dead for about the past 13 hours.
I realize that this is the best sleep I've had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in one of those nice light, tight coffins, aren't I?
No, you don't have to be in a coffin. That's the thing with vampire. People do by choice. It depends on what you're doing. If you're having to travel somewhere, it might be a good idea. But under normal circumstances, as long as you're in somewhere that is not going to be hit by sunlight, you can sleep in a bed.
Okay, so they've provided this facility, so I'm going to assume the rooms are light tight then.
Oh yeah, you are underground.
Okay, so I'll roll out of bed, and I'm used to having nice warm coffee for breakfast, but I don't think that's going to work anymore. But I still want something nice and warm, if you catch my drift.
Okay.
So I'm going to go out into the general area where they said that there was the blood packs that we were able to help ourselves to. And I'm going to take this blood and I'm going to dump it into a mug that says...
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe, so you're the first one out. You come back out into the main room. You can see there's the bit in the middle, the boardroom area in the middle, which has got the glass panels around it. The glass panels at the moment are frosted. You can't see in there at the moment. To the right-hand side of you as you come out is the kitchen area, which is partitioned off. And to the left of you, obviously, is the lounge area. The lounge area, you can see the guy that seems to work for Carter, whose name is Cord, is sitting there watching TV. The TV has been replaced, and he's just sitting there eating a bowl of cereal. You go over to the kitchen area to where the fridge with the blood is. You notice there is a fresh padlock that is on the fridge door.
Oh, really? Okay, so I'll go back to the guy who, the one guy I see awake that works for our mentor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, man.
Hey, so I was was thinking about. They said that we could grab packs of blood last night. I was kind of hoping I could.
Yeah, you'll have to speak to the boss about that. He said something about only the first one's free or something. No, I'm joking. But no, he did. He asked me to fit that during the day. Don't know why. You'll have to ask him, mate.
Okay. Well, if the guy's just waking up himself, I'll give him a few minutes to kind of catch.
Oh no. Boss is already awake. I think. Oh, I saw him. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
grab a seat, man.
Yeah.
How'd you sleep?
Better than ever.
Yeah, I hear that.
Um,
And he just goes back to eating his cereal.
I guess since you work for us, you sleep during the day too.
Well, sometimes.
Well, it would be hard to work at night for the boss
It's
and not sleep.
it's difficult to explain.
Unless
I'm kind of used to grabbing power naps. Isn't that what they call them these days?
yeah, I mean, my power naps usually happen because I was drunk, but
Yeah, well, I understand you might still be able to do that if you really want to.
oh, really?
Yeah. Boss tells me if you if you drink from somebody who's been drinking, then you can
Catch a bus.
yeah, you can catch a bit of it. Yeah.
I'll have to store that away for later. Get somebody a little pissy drunk and then have a drink myself.
Anybody else wants to join in?
What's going on here? All this noise.
Okay, well, so we'll say both Andrew and Ken emerge from their rooms at about the same time. Yes, well pointed out. You do find, Andrew, when you come out this time from when you first came into the main room, the lighting is a lot more subdued and it's a lot more comfortable on you.
That's good because I was going to start smacking some light bulbs. Iridescent back in the day, huh?
But yes, you find Sam sitting in the lounge area with Cord. And if you again now go and have a look at the fridge, you notice that there is a padlock on there.
I wonder if I could punch this thing off.
You can give it a go.
I'm good, but I am going to stop and notice, I seem to be a little thirstier than I was. Okay. I guess this is a thing. In order to keep my body unalive, I have to actually use the blood. I wonder where it goes. Interesting. Okay.
And it says that about the same time, Ken's come wandering out as well.
Do we have the same facial hair growth on a like?
You are as you were when you died.
Okay, so once I shave it, then I don't have to worry about it ever again.
If you had stubble on you when you died, you have your stubble back.
Yeah, because I met like it sounded at least from the Zero and then the graveyard incident. Like I got, snagged right after work. So yeah, I had that 5 o'clock shadow and
yeah. So you will have that every time you wake up. You will return to it exactly as you were physically at the moment that you died.
I punch Ken in the face. Why isn't your beard growing?
So I need to soak it again.
There is a punch flying at you, so you can choose to dodge it if you want to, or you can try and soak it if you just want to take it.
I'm not punching him.
Okay, so also he plays. He kind of pulls it at the last minute. So
you're one of those DMs. Okay, gotcha. I throw a punch at the judge. How about that? The storyteller.
And this huge meteor in space starts falling towards us.
Okay, we're good. Respect.
And obviously, well, the three of you are here, along with Cord.
And
of course, Ken, you notice that the fridge is locked as well.
That woman that said his name was Carter and agreed to mentor us. He mentioned other vampire type. Do you have any idea what that means? Obviously, they don't get along, but
I
Are
think it
you
depends if they're O positive, O negative, AB, stuff like
it's
that.
like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cord's
I
just chuckling to himself as he's eating his cereal.
I
It,
forgot. There's another dude. Okay, so yeah.
Cool, huh?
yeah, I think it's a bit more involved than that. I mean, there's, as far as I can see it, people like you're all broken down into clans, and it's all to do with who created you and all this kind of thing. And then within that, there are sects as well. It's something like that. I'm not sure of all of the stuff.
Speaking of blood types, specifically type O negative, come on, is Peter Steele one of us?
I don't know what that is, mate. Sorry.
I guess not.
Man, type O
Just
negative did exist at that point.
he shrugs his shoulders.
Local.
Just to remind you, this is the guy that you're talking to. I've just put it in the Discord thing.
The New York doom metal band, type O negative. No, we're in New York.
I stopped keeping up with music in the 70s.
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy's a Zeppelin dude. So anyway, thank you, Clark. I've come to rely on. Like I went to click over. I was like, no, he's gonna throw it up in in real time any second.
Thank you, Clark.
Hells yeah. Okay, well, I guess the padlock is an old example. Give a vamp a pint, he'll eat for a night. Teach a man to you know what I'm saying with the thing.
I certainly do. Are we going to see Karras this evening, or is he a bit of a late riser?
Karras is taking his turn investigating the room that he was sleeping in, because he is a conspiracy theorist. So I'm going to be
Okay.
looking around, where I'm sleeping, like, are there cameras in this room? Because that's also one of his specialties. Is there
Not that you can.
anything in the room other than just a bed and like a sealed room, I guess?
It's it's a small sealed room. You have a cot in there. It looks like there's another cot that can be attached on top to turn it into a bunk bed. There is a cabinet which has, again, just some very simple clothes in it. There is a wash basin, a mirror, and so the lighting is like strip lighting that's fitted into the walls. That's it. No carpet, no other creature comforts, shall we say.
And like you do the old we're all creatures here. And do the old like kind of foot stomp on the floorboard to see if there's any echoes or
it's solid concrete.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's all concrete walls. It looks reasonably, it's been. You wouldn't say it was hastily constructed. It's quite solidly constructed as you underground, but yeah, it's definitely not been built with comfort in mind. It's functional. That's the word I'm looking for.
So basically, what I would assume like a prison cell would look like, minus the window.
What's your perception? Your intelligence? Perception's 5. Your intelligence is 3.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm just trying to decide whether you need to make a roll on it. Probably.
I mean, it's probably not that important for story purposes, but I'm just playing the character.
Do you want to know more?
Yeah.
Okay. Give us.
There's more to know.
No, I don't think you need to roll. I was going to say investigation and intelligence, but that's 6, which would be the same. So it feels more like they feel more like barracks.
Okay. So we
I
definitely
mean,
were.
obviously
Andrew
not.
is going to be standing at the doorway staring,
Mhm.
and when Karis finally notices, be like, "Are you coming?"
I'll just kind of like casually look up at him because I'm probably like he sees me on like my knees on the floor, like feeling around underneath the bed and shit. Like,
Got the magnifying glass.
yeah, he's like, is everything okay?
Lose a contact?
Yeah, if
You've
we
got
still have, I'll give
you
him
found
like
a
the
deer
glow.
stalker somewhere as well that you're
Come
wearing.
on,
Yeah.
bud. Come on.
I-
The story is calling.
Oh shit. All right, I'll head up out to the entrance and give him the tap on the shoulder. Oh, thanks for the wake up call. And then go back into the meeting room area where everybody else is. I'll just follow the voices.
Fantastic. As you do, you see the glass windows on the boardroom, which were when you come out initially were obscure, opaque. The glass changes and it becomes see-through, and Carter is sitting at the desk. He seems to be doing something in front of him at the desk. I imagine the glass comes to about 2/3 of the way down, so it clears about halfway down, and he kind of looks up at the lot of you and signals for you to join him in the boardroom. We seem to have lost. Okay, we seem to have lost Derek.
Hey,
He's obviously.
Carter.
Went to go pee.
I'm sorry to cut in line, Carter, but I am very worried about the enemy I have made. You said that I am to blame for someone's death in the graveyard.
I have left a message. I'm waiting to hear from him. We'll worry about that in time. Let's not run before we can walk. Good evening, gentlemen. I hope you all slept well.
Like the dead.
As you go in and sit down, you actually get to see what he's doing, and in very neat pieces in front of him on the desk, you can see he's taken apart his Tommy gun and is in the process of cleaning it. Very meticulously, he's got a little kit and stuff. And as you come in and sink down, he's slowly starting to put bits and pieces back together again. Have a seat, gentlemen. I'll be done in a moment. I apologise for the padlock on the fridge, but you can consider that to be lesson 1, and it's one thing we will be looking at this evening. You are vampires, and as such, you need to learn to hunt. I know, or I believe, Mr. Tate, Mr. Cho, as of yet, you have only sampled blood from the fridge. Drinking from the living is quite a different experience. Just to prepare you a little bit for it, there is a chance that you will not only take on anything physical that is in the blood, whether that's alcohol, drugs, whatever, but there is also the possibility that you may take on, at least temporarily, some of the emotions of the person. You would certainly be able to feel them. Hopefully this is something we can get into later. You will also learn that, unlike the movies, you do not need to kill your vessel when you drink from them. Just take what you need. And as part of the magic, if you like, of what we do, once you're finished feeding, simply lick the wound and it will heal. Which brings me neatly on to the tradition. We of the Camarilla, and to a lesser degree, most other vampires who exist outside of the Camarilla, observe the 6 traditions. They are our Our law, the closest thing that we have to laws, if you like, as to where the traditions come from and who set them down. That's a conversation for another time. First and foremost, and most important, the first tradition is the Masquerade. Vampires have survived to the modern nights by mortals not knowing that we exist. Oh yes, there's films and all of those kind of things, but the actual truth is a little bit different. And the cardinal rule is to make sure that humans do not know what you are. Yes. Is it Sam? Do you prefer Sam or Mr. Goldberg?
Sam works.
Fantastic.
So if we're stronger than everybody else, why do we keep it a secret?
Because if the mortal world knew that we existed, we would not exist. I am not, well, I'm only a few decades older than you, but I have been, in the time that I have been a kindred, it doesn't mean I have heard certain things about events from the past. I'm sure most of you may have heard of the Spanish Inquisition. One of the things that the Inquisition was responsible for was decimating the vampire communities of the old world. My understanding is that's when the Camarilla was formed, to protect us.
So they just waited till the middle of the day and dragged us out into the sunlight.
I guess, I don't know. That's a few centuries before my time. But blatant breaking of the Masquerade will get you destroyed. Think of it this way. We are a society that lives forever, and there are those that are much older than any or all of us put together. They will do anything to remain in the shadows and will think nothing of removing you from this world to keep themselves in the shadow. Second tradition is the Dominion. Sorry, not the Dominion. I was watching Deep Space Nine the other day, excuse me. It's close though. The second tradition is Domain. Domain is not your haven, not the place where you sleep, but is the surrounding territory. And in this case, the tradition applies to who has dominion in a particular city. This will normally be the prince. The prince is the head of the Camarilla in any given city. Everything under that is their domain. Whilst you are in their domain, you owe them your respect. Certain people will, and certain vampires, as you go along, if you are lucky enough, you may gain domain of your own. You will be responsible for it, not just for the place where you sleep, but the surrounding area, and whether that area thrives or falls will be on your shoulders. Any kindred that come into your domain will owe you respect. The third tradition is progeny. Sorry, yes, Mr. Ruad.
No, just to piggyback on what you had said, since there is no current overacting Prince of New York, the domain rule applies to the boroughs where progenitors such as yourself have domain control over that section.
That's correct. Until this problem with the Sabbat is resolved, whoever has control of the greatest territory in each of the boroughs has been installed as Prince pro tempore, if you prefer, if you like.
Okay.
The third tradition, progeny. Only the prince or the elder of a city can give consent for another mortal to become a vampire. You would have to appeal to them for the right to do so. If you do not, both you and your childer will be destroyed. The fourth tradition is the accounting. Until your childer has been recognized by the elder of the city and becomes, shall we say, graduates from being a fledgling like yourselves to being a neonate, which is the lowest level that you can be of Camarilla society, the sire is responsible for that vampire, and that vampire's mistakes will fall on the sire. While this is the fourth tradition, I would like to point out that in our particular situation, this one is of some importance. Anything that you do will fall on my shoulders. I am acting as sire for all of you. The fifth tradition, hospitality. Should you ever have cause to travel from New York to another city, it is behoven to you to introduce yourself to the elder of that city. Until they accept you into their society, you may as well be a fledgling.
How do you find that city?
It would be advisable to do your homework before you leave.
All right.
And the last tradition, the sixth tradition, destruction. Despite what you might think, there are fewer vampires out there than appearances may have given you from your experiences so far. As a general rule, within a city, it's usually one vampire to approximately 100,000 mortals. New York and its surrounding areas is an interesting case. I have had it said that vampire populations may be somewhere in the region of 200 vampires. As such, the destruction of another kindred will be enough to earn your own destruction. Of course, there are exceptions. If the prince calls the blood hunt on a particular kindred, then they are fair game. If a kindred is unrecognized or a fledgling like yourselves, they are fair game. If a kindred is not of the Camarilla, most notably the Sabbat, they are fair game. But anybody who has position or status or who is a recognized member of the Camarilla, you destroy them, you better have a good reason for doing so. Those are the six traditions. There is a seventh tradition. It's not an official tradition. Consider it to be apocrypha, if you like. And that is that mistakes do happen. Things do go awry. In which case, clean up your mess and don't get caught. Any questions? Fantastic. As he's been saying this, he's been finishing off putting his Tommy gun back together, and he turns and puts it in a special case that he's got for it. That's on a little table to the side. How are we all feeling anyway, gentlemen, after your first night?
Anxious to get out and start my empire.
Excellent.
So
In which case,
King.
sorry. Sorry, carry on.
No, I said to him, settle down there, Tulsa King.
That reference is not old enough. Since it's only 2001, Tulsa King hasn't come out yet.
I didn't say that.
I think he meant Tulsa Doom. Okay. Let us recap. I have had some feelers out trying to have a look for things, and I've had a chance to review everything that you told me last night, whether individually or as a group. From speaking to my other contacts within the Camarilla, it would appear that the Bronx was not the only borough to suffer from Sabbat incursions last night. As I said to you yesterday, as a result of which, until each of the boroughs is locked down, finding and weeding out the Sabbat is paramount, and each borough has been, insofar as possible, locked down. Not an easy thing to do, but we will cope with that as best we can. First thing we need to do is we need to find and track down where your Sabbat sires have gone to ground. I can see certainly two possible avenues of inquiry, and our friend Alamaya has suggested a third. Mr. Ruan, Karis, is it, I believe?
Yes.
You said yesterday that you encountered your sire, who you said was Rashad or Rashid?
Yeah, Rashad.
Okay.
It was
You
at
said
a
yes, the Muncie Hudson Expediting and Storage facility on Henry Hudson Parkway and 254th Street. I know the place. I have been there before. Curious. It's not a place that many people like to go. That it's quite
there was
dangerous.
also, I forgot to mention it, but I did manage to go into the ruined offices next door, or were they
That was
next
in
door or
Manhattan.
across the street?
That was in Manhattan.
Where I was in the basement and found a crypt, a sealed crypt, in the bottom of the office space. I forgot to mention that last time, or
He makes a
yesterday. I
note of
forgot
it.
to mention that.
Okay, he makes a note of it. Was there anything interesting down there? Obviously, I appreciate that you would have known what to look for, but
there was almost like a banker's vault sealed door that I originally was going to try to pick, but it was beyond my ability to pick it. In the back of this crypt, it looked like it was you had the more modern designed office space, and then in the secluded section, it looked almost like it was handmade, carved tunnel that led to a bank vault underneath of the building. But
that's fascinating. Somewhere worth investigating when we are able to get back into Manhattan. Thank you. The place itself, though, where you went to, the liberated the city from the Sabbat. The final battle between ourselves and the Sword of Cain, as they like to call themselves, occurred at that location where you met Rashad. Most people don't go there. It's probably still full of Sabbat booby traps, but it may be worth.
There were quite a few.
Right, but it may be worth another look. The other thing that struck me as curious, Mr. Sam.
Yeah.
Your friend who died last night, you said he seemed to be somehow involved with the Sabbat, and you met him at a club? Club Storm, I believe you said?
Yeah, and I hadn't seen him in a long time prior to that.
And you said he was trying to get into the club when you met him.
Yeah, he was looking rough as well.
It's also curious that you mentioned that the Sabbat, who we've identified as Laureate, appeared with a band at the same club. It may be worth a trip to see what's going on, and possibly even investigating this band. And the third option that I have, Baramaya has suggested seeing the gatekeeper.
A gatekeeper in New York?
Yes, a Nosferatu by the name of Franklin.
Who's the keymaster?
I'm sorry?
Oh, it's just a movie joke, man.
I don't know if we have a keymaster. If we do, I'll see if I can find out.
It's just a movie joke. You didn't watch too many movies, have you, in the last few hundred years?
Few hundred. I'm not quite that old. Very well. Yes, the Nosferatu are known as information brokers. They may know something that can point us in the right direction. Does anybody have any thoughts?
The guy out, and I gesture to that room where the guy was eating a bowl of something.
A bowl of cereal, yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned clans. How many and what are these?
There are at least 13 clans. 7, well, 6 definitely are part of the Camarilla. The Bruja clan, which is what I suspect Sam to be. Karis, I believe you are a sub-clan of Clan Gangrel. It's a common thing amongst the, amongst the Sabbat. The Gangrel of the Sabbat fall into Country Gangrel, which is the main version of the clan, or City Gangrel. From what I've seen you've been able to do, I would err towards the side of a City Gangrel. Mr. Taint, on the other hand, would appear to be of the Children of Set, who are an independent clan. They are not affiliated with any sect. The other clans amongst the Camarilla would be the Ventru, the Toreador, the Tremere, the Nosferatu, who some of you have already met, and the Malkavian. The Gangrel are part of the Camarilla, although officially they have left the Camarilla, although many of them still pledge allegiance to the sect. Outside of that, there are a number of independent clans. I'm not sure of all of them. Within the city, certainly there are other followers of Set. There's another independent clan known as the Zamitzi, as the Giovanni. There are also 2 clans that form the core of the Sabbat, the La Sombra and the Zamitzi. There are also a few minor bloodlines as well. I understand the distinction is that a clan can trace its lineage back to a single creator who would have been one of the children of the progenitor of all vampires, if you believe the creation myth that all vampires are the children of Cain, the third man.
What a shame. La Sombra sounds nice. Too bad they are outside of the organization you work for or work in.
I'm not sure that's how they're normally referred to. La Sombras are the masters of shadow and darkness.
Indeed. Forgive me, but that does sound very useful and something that I would love to do.
Darkness comes with a price, I believe. As for yourself, Mr. Cho, from what you told me last night, you said they referred to this woman, Gem, as a panda. I understand there is a section of the Sabbat that refer to themselves as pandas, who are made up of vampires who have no clan. Sometimes something goes wrong in the embrace, or a kindred is left to their own devices. They don't know what clan they belong to. These are generally referred to as caitiff.
You say darkness comes with a price. You mean like monkey paw, make wish but get bad consequence?
That's possibly a good example.
So, Carter, just so I'm clear on your instructions, we basically have 3 avenues before us. We can either go look for the gatekeeper, we can go investigate the storage facility where I was attacked, or we can investigate the club where Sam was attacked, or where he tried to get into. Which one do you is? I'm sorry. What?
No. Carry on.
So which one? So I guess the question for the group is, which one do you guys want to go pursue first, or do we split up and try to divide or conquer? I know from my experience at the storage facility, there are a lot of booby traps. There's rabid pit bulls. It was not a pleasant place to go and investigate. But I don't know about the gatekeeper. He's an Nosferatu. Andrew, you seem to have at least a little bit of a relationship with Bella Maya. Maybe she knows this gatekeeper dude since they're of the same clan. And Sam, if you have already been to this rock club, it might be a place to go check out. So what do you guys want to pursue first?
What are we even doing all this for? To find the guys
I'm
who
gonna
did us?
Earn our keep.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that it's the price we have to pay for not being burned to death in the sunlight and getting a haven, at least temporarily, for the night.
I have an inn at the club. I could call. They were kind of expecting me to come back to work a few more gigs as security. And if I'm at the door, I can control everybody who's coming in and out.
Okay.
I could keep an eye on that, and I can get you guys in.
Mr. Taint, you seem to be somewhat reluctant to involve yourself.
I don't personally care. Nothing personal. I just don't seem to care about who bit us, who didn't bite us, who wants to bite me, who wants to suck me. None of it really matters to me. I am, in case you haven't figured this out yet, Andrew Bloody Taint. I have an empire to run. So if it's all the same to you, I almost feel as though thank you, but no thanks. Enjoy your padlock. I appreciate the pints of blood. Hey, feel free to come over to one of my lovely mansions or one of my beautiful nightclubs. I'll repay you in a pint. But I have things that demand my attention. You understand?
Mm-hmm. As I said to you last night, if you leave here, then which you are fully, I'm quite happy for you to do. But amongst the society that you are now a part of, you are nothing. Other vampires will come. Other vampires will, what's a modern expression? Make you their bitch. In ways that you cannot even begin to imagine.
First off, I'm highly insulted that you doubt my imagination. I will say this. I'm more than happy to go and hang out with the Bellamaya lady and perhaps see what we could do about the cock ring keeper. All right?
Very well. And the rest of you?
All right, what say you, Kenneth Cho?
Gatekeeper sound like a good title. Maybe the man lives up to such a good title.
I thought it was Cockring champion or whatever.
It would appear to be now. And he makes a note.
The cockmaster of Zoser. All right, so I'm on the fence as his thirst for knowledge. Gatekeeper sounds kind of cryptic. Might be interesting to go see what that guy's got to say. But at the other end, I also see the value in at least scouting out the nightclub too.
You know, the best nightclub is, even if we come up empty, we still get a good show.
And it's also a good opportunity, well, either would be an opportunity for you to learn certain skills with hunting. There are different ways and methods. Some people prefer to stalk.
I'm getting a vision. Railroad tracks leading to the nightclub.
So gatekeeper it is.
No. Gatekeeper can wait.
It's up to you. He's just, giving you information that you might need.
Here's my suggestion. Have Bella Maya ready to extract us so that she could bring us to the gatekeeper after we're finished with the nightclub. I'm sure there's some kind of an entrance exit right there.
Even if it's to disappear into the sewers as an escape route if shit goes south. Since that's
Go figure. That's where shit usually ends up.
yeah.
And they'll bring us right to the zookeeper.
Wait a minute.
I think we should change the title every time you mention him. I think that's like
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
like the beekeeper. When we go to see the beekeeper.
Damn it, that was the next one I was going to do.
Oh,
Hold on. You guys want to escape to the sewers, but if we exist as vampires, does that mean, and you're a conspiracy theorist, you might understand this, do the gators in the sewers really exist?
No, it's a lie. I've already spent most of my career down there debunking shit like that. There are plenty of rats and other things down there. There's albinos, but there's no alligators. That's just a myth, urban legend.
Okay, enough about the chupo whatever, okay? Let's move on. I have nightclubs to scout out. Perhaps I can find this one.
Hey,
fantastic.
there you
And it
go.
would also be a good opportunity to practice hunting amongst mortals.
And practicing your the shit that you get your willpower back from for the transaction stuff.
Exactly. My capitalism.
So yeah, your capitalism thing. So all right, so
Fantastic.
let's go check out the nightclub. And if the night is still young, we can go check out the
I don't know.
The
That introduction was
zookeeper.
pretty long. I'd figure it's at least midnight by now.
Well, he said it was like 7-ish, 7:20-ish when we woke up.
You woke up, yeah, it was about 7:20. Sundown is about 7:20. So I imagine you were all awake within half an hour of that. So we'll say with everything else that we've done, we'll say it's about 9 o'clock in the evening.
Well, this is still early enough. I could call that guy and be like, "Hey, you remember me? You think I could get some work tonight?"
Okay, you're going to call Carlos? Yeah. It rings a few times. There is a landline here you can use. So, yep. He answers. Oh, yeah. Hey, mate.
I know.
Well, we are open. It's just business as usual. But I did say I owed you a shift. So if you want to come down, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after all the chaos yesterday, I didn't know if you'd be open, but
Well, something like that. People are going to need to see some titties, aren't they?
yeah, we can't exactly let the.
it's a titty club. Now you have piqued my interest.
Yeah, it is it is a titty club. It's also, but they do occasionally have live bands and stuff on there as well.
Nice.
I
think
but
if you
want, if you want to head down there, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, I can get there pretty quickly. Say half hour or so.
Sweet. Yeah, I think Luke's on the door again, so just say hello and, just, stick your head around the door, let me know you're here, and then we'll sort out, payment and stuff at the end of the night. How's that?
It works for me.
Fantastic. See you when you get here.
Good
Right.
deal.
So, Carter, have your man bring the limo around and bring us to the nightclub.
I think we'll go for something a little bit less ostentatious tonight.
Thinking more subway transportation.
He's got
keep
like
your brokey subway tokens to yourself.
Don't you know who this is? This is Andrew Tate. He doesn't take this subway. That's for fucking pedestrians.
And Bruja.
And that's exactly how I say it, in the mocking same fake accent.
Are there any trays or anything on the
Because
table?
I really like Andrew Tate.
Any what?
Because there are mortals that work for them. So I'm asking if there's any ashtrays or anything on the table.
Not in the boardroom, no.
Okay. Anything that's remotely dirty.
Your mind?
Your butthole?
We'll say that there is a glass on the table that looks like before you came in here, Carter was drinking some blood from.
So I'm going to. Nah, it won't be as good if I do that.
Exactly. Unbelievable. All of this for did I start a motherfucker?
Hey.
Let's move on with the story.
All right, so we're on way to the club.
You're okay. We will change scenes.
Woody Woodpecker over here.
So so
We get a minivan.
instead, out in the car park, there is a black.
Soccer mom minivan.
It can be a soccer mom minivan if you like. I was going to make it an SUV, but if you want to make it a minivan,
A nice Escalade. I can ride in that.
okay, we'll go with one of those.
Excellent. I'll take my bubbly water.
Water. Cord will be coming with you. He'll be driving, and he'll be
What's
on
this?
hand.
What's
So,
his name?
Cord,
Called him.
C-O-R, Cord, C-O-R-D.
Oh.
He'll be
you're
coming.
talking about Bela Lugosi. Pull the cord. Pull the cord.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, he'll be driving and coming with you and just sort of keeping an eye on you.
So when we get there,
Does he have any cash on him?
He has plastic.
It's probably diners.
They don't take plastic at the Titty Club. It's got to be changed into singles.
wait for me.
Okay, so the club itself, I'm going to send you a couple of pictures.
It's the
fact, I'll just-
Twister from Dust Till Dawn.
So it's sort of central, slightly south of central Bronx. It's called Club Storm. I used this as the basic model for it. It's not exactly like you see in the picture. The differences are it's a two-story building. There's another story on top of what you can see there. And the big statue over the doors, rather than having its hands like this, it has one hand raised aloft, and in the hand is a flashing neon yellow bolt of lightning.
Interesting. So let me get this straight. We have to walk under this man's tea bag. We have to pass this man's coin sack. This is what you're telling me.
Yes.
His pleasure purse.
Just don't look up.
We're going to walk under his dice bag, is what you're telling me. Is this the leather that I'm feeling? Is that what? Unbelievable.
If you feel the need to climb up and have a fondle, then
I look at Andrew Tate and I say, "Your accent, a bit queer, aren't you?"
No, your mother was perfectly fond of it, my boy. And I go walking in.
Okay, so as you get there, you see the club is open.
That's not the only thing open.
No, it's not. That's not.
This man is straddling. It looks like something like he just had a Fortnite victory.
I pass underneath the toga and I look up and then just be like, just because I can't help it, I'm like, oh.
You fool! Don't.
If you do look up, you see that somebody has climbed up there and tagged it with they've done some graffiti of a pair of a sack underneath.
Bright blue balls and stuff.
Yeah. But yes, as you get there, obviously you can hear music coming from inside. There is a large black guy standing on the door who as you walk up to him, he looks, obviously spots Sam straight away and goes, "Oh, hey, man, how you doing?
I'm
Put it
all right.
there, brother."
Here to work tonight. Boss told me to check in with him.
Sure thing. Well, I'll be here. It's a slow night, just a few of the regulars at the moment, but yeah, head on in, man.
Good deal.
This area around it, it seems to be not just the place itself, but it seems to be a kind of a local drop place for some people to hang out. There's sometimes you'll run into one or two different members of different gangs might kind of frequent the area. At the moment, outside there's about 4 or 5 guys. They're all wearing like varsity jackets with symbol on it of the Fordham Rams, who's the mascot of Fordham University in the Bronx. They just seem to be hanging out by a car, chatting, having a laugh, drinking some.
So I could see it's ladies' night with these people here. Is that what you're telling me? Fordham. More like boredom.
Basically, yeah. Is that, are you saying that as you're going in within earshot of them? Or you just...
Absolutely. It's in my accent.
Fantastic. A couple of them kind of like glance over and like, what? As you kind of wander
Hello,
in.
princess. Go walking by.
They just kind of look and just, but at the moment, don't say anything.
I go and stick my head in at the boss's door.
Okay. So you're heading upstairs. What's everybody else doing? You're let in.
You know what I'm doing? I'm thinking right now about how the guy who called me queer stands as a doorman under this gigantic stone statue's nutsack, but he called me queer. I would like to I'm going to let these thoughts come out loudly for the people around me, my coterie, to hear.
They have to pass through the nutsack, but they get to see titties.
Uh-huh. But you
Rite of passage.
don't do that. You stay under the nutsack.
Until the end of the night.
Uh-huh.
Then
When all the titties are wrapped up.
Then
So how much cash do I have on me?
Whatever you
From,
need. I've got money. I'm good.
All right. I guess, is Cord waiting in the car, or did he come in with us?
He's coming with you. He's gone up to the bar. This is the first test, because what do you want to drink, guys?
I'll have whatever.
Water.
Obviously, Sam, you're heading upstairs.
Champagne is what I want. Champagne.
You want
Is
a
at
bottle of
least
champagne?
water-
Things
at least
with
water-
bubbles.
At least water I can pretend to sip, and I won't actually be ingesting it to throw it up. So I can at least, put the water bottle up or whatever to my mouth and then put it down, and it'll at least look like I'm drinking.
Okay, fantastic. And Ken, would you like anything to drink?
So the tab's covered, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. Then just a single serving of scotch.
Single serving of scotch coming up. Place itself, again, it's not a particularly upmarket place. Downstairs area, or the ground floor that you're on, is pretty much just a bar. Towards the back, there is a door that leads through to a back room, which is where they normally stage the live bands that they have. There's a stage through there and stuff like that. There's music playing, stairs that lead up to the second level, which is where the Titty Club is itself.
I'm going to buy one of the VIP tables.
Upstairs?
I want
Okay.
all of the ladies to know that this is the area to be.
Okay, so you head upstairs. They find you a nice table.
I want 2 bottles of champagne on this table at all times. I want that bottle of the scotch that he's having there. I want a thing of cognac, whatever the fuck it is. You can tell I don't drink. Sitting on this table also. I want these things. And this man This man right here, who's thinking about sipping water, if he has that water, if it comes up to his lips and there's not at least one bubble, waitress, I want you to smack his face, open hand, as hard as you can. There are hundreds on this table every time you have to smack him for water.
Oh, what you mean like this? It just smacks you across the face,
Did
Karis.
he actually have the water to his mouth?
I was just practicing to make sure I got it right.
That's
Is she attractive?
Ooh, how are you feeling? Odds or evens?
I'm
Even.
feeling like we're in a titty bar.
Yeah, usually bartenders are hotter than the
Like,
dancers.
I'm sorry,
This
have
is
you
true.
ever
This
been
is
to a titty
true.
bar?
Yes, I have.
I haven't.
I've been to
For
I'm sure you have.
for my brother's stag do, we went to Stringfellows in Paris.
Mm.
I never
Crazy
went to a
horse.
juice bar.
You didn't make it to
Peter
Crazy
Stringfellow, Stringfellow in the 70s and 80s owned a string of titty bars
That has
worldwide.
nothing to
One
do
of
with the game? Because right
Nope.
now Andrew Taint is thinking about a lap dance, and I have 2 laps.
do you know? Right, yes. You get your table. They bring over all of the drinks. And you're in a secluded corner, so you're slightly elevated as well. So you've got a good view across the heads of everybody else of the main dance floor, which is like almost like a catwalk down the middle of the room. There's there's a girl, there's a woman called Candy, who's
Of course,
performing
that's
at the
her name.
moment. While you're
course
doing
she
that, Sam, we're going to be with you as you go upstairs to see Carlos. And he's just disappeared, so we'll come back to him. What are the rest of you
Yeah,
doing?
what I was
Your
going to
drinks
say is.
Go ahead.
What I was going to say is Andrew's at his VIP table. He's got he's drawing most of the attention to him. I'm going to actually try and merge and mingle with the crowd because I look like nobody and everybody.
Mhm.
So even though like he made the comment to the bartender and she did slap me, like I'll just play it off and be like I don't know him. You have a good night, buddy, and then just pull away from the bar to go sit someplace else.
Okay.
So that we're both observing what may or may not be coming into the room from different areas.
I reach over and grab him before he leaves, and I lean forward. I apologize, and I say, "You put your right hand on top of your head and tap twice if you need a better distraction." Sorry for the mix-up. You look like a guy I know, though. So
Fantastic.
that means you need a better distraction than just what I'm doing now.
If he's sitting over there,
Gotcha.
do you still want me to slap him?
Lady, what I want you to do is I want you to pull off your panties and sit down on my lap. By the way, storyteller, I have spent a blood point to keep an erection throughout this entire thing.
Okay.
Nice.
So fantastic.
Dedication.
So as you do that, it's not just that the blood comes to rises to the skin. You are warm to the touch. You have a healthy complexion.
I am
Anybody-
able to actually eat and drink. It's one of my advantages.
Mhm.
So I'm sipping the champagne, I'm pouring some on her, and I'm licking it off. And oh yeah, and I'm making sure that everybody knows that this is the table to be at.
When you go to do that, she's like, "Oh, we normally do that in the private rooms upstairs. If you want to, I mean,
I
obviously you've bought
understand,
2
darling.
bottles of champagne."
I understand, darling. When you're ready.
I do keep
Oh, he's
losing you every
cutting
now
out.
and again.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Your
said-
vocals are
Yeah,
cutting
just
out. bro.
your vote. Yeah,
probably because
No,
is it still doing that?
on
Yeah.
and off, on and off.
Gate, a noise gate.
I don't know why that could be happening. Anyway, I tell her, if you have a problem with me doing this, honey, you just whisper it right in my ear.
I do have a problem with you doing it out
And
here.
you go get someone who won't, darling. Goodbye. You are dismissed.
Okay. Sorry, you've spent a lot of money, and we are glad to have you here. If you want those things, then it's upstairs. If you carry on here, I will need to tell security.
Goodbye, honey.
We are here for the pleasure and enjoyment of all, with respect, sir.
Don't make me ask you a third time to leave, darling.
That's it. Dave, can we get security over here, please? Meanwhile, upstairs. Sam, you pop your head into Carlos's office. He's just playing on his phone. Oh, hey man, how you doing? Good to see you. You okay? You look like you look a bit under the weather. You sure you're okay to work?
Oh yeah, it was just after. Hold on one second.
As soon as you turn your stuff on, I give you.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Carry on. Yeah, sorry. You're saying, yeah, you look a bit, you looking a bit pale there, man. You all right? You sure you're okay to work?
Yeah, just the weather and everything, that hurricane and everything that just happened yesterday. I'm okay though. It's just
All right. Well, good to see you. Good to see you. I saw on the camera you brought some friends in as well. Big spenders. That's as he's talking, a different waitress comes in and goes, I'm sorry, boss. There's some guy in the corner booth, mouthing off, getting a bit hands-on with the girls. On the camera, you see the waitress standing next to Andrew at the table.
I look at the camera and I'm like, oh my God. That
Oh, do you know him?
only recently, but the man hasn't shut up since.
Okay, well, yeah, I know he's a friend of yours. Let's try and keep it civil. We try to be a respectable place. Just ask him to tone it down, or we will have to ask him to find his pleasure elsewhere. Can I leave that in your capable hands?
Yeah, I'll go take care of it now.
Right. Okay. Well, it's good to see you. Good to see you. If you need anything, you know where I am.
Yeah, of course. So I'm gonna go straight.
Oh, by the way, he gives you your money from the other night because I think you got hammered and wandered off with a few people, so you didn't get a chance to pay you, so he pays you for the other night.
You're paid in crumpled singles.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go straight to where they are, and since I've actually been a regular here, I know the girl that he is now pissed off. And as I'm passing by her, I say, "I'll handle this."
Oh, thanks. And she wanders off.
And I go straight to Andrew, and I get my mouth right by his ear, and I say, "Settle the fuck down. We have a job to do, and these are my people."
Can you hear me? Can you hear me with the new mic?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully I'm not cutting out. My dear man, she's upset at me for telling her to go away and bring a different waitress. She called security because I wanted a different waitress. I understand that you work here and you got your thing going on, but I still want a different waitress. I don't want her. And she could call 10 security. It's not going to matter.
We have a job to do.
I don't know what that has to do with giving me a different waitress. I don't want her near my table. Do you have other waitresses in this establishment?
They don't listen. Show some respect.
No, I shall not.
Or I will beat it to you.
You could certainly try, and we can make a good example of what it means to be a what? What?
Okay. Obviously, Ken, as far as I know, you sat there with them listening to all of this. Do you have anything you wish to contribute?
I wanted to hear more about. You said Candy was dancing.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all named Candy. I mean,
Candy, Brandy, and Stacy.
Priorities, baby.
And if you play your cards right, you get a handy.
Yeah, they're not going to expect what comes out of there now, though. I'm sorry.
The part of
That's
Stacy
an-
will now be played by Candy.
that's another blood point. No. Okay, yeah. So this is going on, and you're just sat there, watching the dancer, watching Candy
Mesmerized,
strut
yes.
her stuff. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so both Sam and Andrew, can I ask you please to make a self-control roll? Vampires, the beast of the vampire.
Sure, how?
So it's whatever your rating is in self-control. Just give me a
Oh.
roll.
What's your difficulty?
For this, let's have a look. I'm gonna make it. It's not too difficult. Yeah, just your beasts are starting to get a little bit triggered. We're gonna make a nice easy one. Nice difficulty of 4.
Okay, I got 1 success.
I have 3
That's
successes.
Okay. Yeah, but again, you can feel this. Again, you're predators. You can feel that instinct starting to rise in you the longer this tete-a-tete goes on.
Tay-to-tay.
As he's saying the va, I'm going
It looks like he's skirting around it.
to say, shut the fuck up. They said we have, 6 rules? And that one's the prime directive.
I'm going to pick his nose.
While this is going on, and since I'm like on the other side of the club, I want to be aware of anybody else that's looking at this scene that's happening. Anybody that looks a little too interested in the interaction going on.
Okay. Give us your perception plus your. Well, I'm taking it you're doing this subtly. So perception plus subterfuge, if you have it. Which I think you do. Yeah.
Okay. So you said perception and subterfuge.
Yeah.
So that's seven dice.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
You've got you got perception of 5, haven't you? So it's it's 7 dice. We'll make it nice and easy. Well, you can do it because it's going to be standard difficulty 6 for a baseline success. If you want to make that success better, then roll and tell me what you get. So obviously, the more successes you get, the more that you can see.
6 or higher.
6 or higher. If you just want to take it as it is, that's a minimum success. Or you can roll, and the more successes you get, the more.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. Scanning the room. At the moment, apart from you guys, everybody else here looks like regular punters. By the sounds of it,
I guess with the music going, nobody's really.
Yeah, I mean, about the only people who are looking over is the waitress who was there, who we'll say is named Gina. She's now back over at the bar. She's obviously spoken to the barman and a couple of the other waitresses. So, a couple of them are, they occasionally casting their eye over, seeing what Sam's doing. At which point, sorry, carry on.
Are the frat boys in the club with us, or were they still outside?
As far as you know, they're still outside.
Okay. Because
obviously you're upstairs, you're on the 2nd floor. And from where you are, you can't sort of see out the window at the end. But at which point, a finger is in your nose, Sam.
So my character's thinking that if we were to have a full-out fight here between 2 vampires, that could very much look like
it would not be a good idea.
Almost look like a Matrix movie.
Well, while he's thinking that, I now wipe the booger on his shirt.
Well, you put your finger up his nose and bring it out. There's nothing on it. because you're dead. You don't.
Doesn't
I mean, if there is,
matter. It's the principle.
it's the principle of the thing.
It's a phantom booger.
Okay,
And
so he's just wiped it on your shirt. At which point, Cord, who's obviously sitting there with you, and go, "Dude, guys, can we sort this out when we get home later?"
Is that what those things on
Honestly,
Darcy's face were? Phantom boogers? You know, those little.
do you want to sort this out later? And I know it's your first time out, and it's like all your Saturdays have come at once. And he turns to you, Andrew. If you want to have a drink, I will join you in a drink. But
We should have a drink, my good man. This guy, talking to Sam, this guy, or pointing at him, acts like he's never been to a strip club before. Like he's always been working the door under a pair of testes, for crying out loud.
Claude's like, yeah, that is quite funny. But did you find anything out from the boss, or he asks you, Sam, just to try and divert your attention, because you can see that you're possibly starting to get a little bit. I don't know. Are you getting a bit riled?
oh
You
yeah,
are brew after, yeah.
he's getting irritated, but he's imagining that if this escalates, like I said, it could get matrixy in here. It's not
Yeah,
going to
we
look like
didn't.
guys fighting. It's not going to look like a bouncer grabbing somebody by the shirt and throwing them out. It's going to look like two people with supernatural powers fighting. And I'm trying to avoid that because they made it quite clear what violating that first rule
And
meant.
you're just a muscle-bound idiot. Like you've got one thing. One.
Claude's like, maybe we should have gone. Claude just shakes his head and goes, maybe we should have gone and seen the bookkeeper.
And as he says that now, the rebel on the outside, the rebellious one, it triggers it, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm grabbing him by the throat.
Oh, a wrestling move.
Okay.
But more in a fuck up kind of grabbing of the throat.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. In which case, then, are you? How are you responding to this, Andrew?
I'm not letting him.
Fantastic. In which case, then, can I have initiatives from the both of you?
Absolutely.
What?
So that's wits plus alertness, difficulty 4.
Okay.
So obviously, Karis, you can see this. Ken, are you still fixated on Candy, who's just coming towards the end of her set? So he's just sat in the corner like this, completely oblivious to what's happening right next to him.
So I have a quick question. When they were getting ready to have a dust up, Carter didn't really tell us what we're supposed to be doing here, right? I don't remember.
Well, he's curious about the fact that the friend of Sam's seemed to be heading towards the club for some reason when they first encountered them, and he's also interested in the fact that this was where the band that had one of the Sabbat singing with them performed the night before you were embraced. So,
but there's no live band performing tonight.
There's no live band performing tonight, but it's possible they may know how to get hold of them because they booked them. So the fact that they know, and it wasn't just that. It's not just that this guy was there singing with them. He seems to be well in with this band. The band were called Bloody Shroud.
Bloody Shroud.
God. Like they want to be discovered.
And you said Gina was the name of the waitress that was chastised by Andrew.
Yeah.
The one that slapped me in the face earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go over and talk to her while they're getting ready to have their brawl.
I was going to say, actually, just before you said that, as you're about to get up, she comes over with another bottle of water and just puts it down on the table and goes, anytime you need a top up, honey.
I'll reach my hand off over and just lightly touch her wrist, not in a threatening manner, but just kind of like, hey, hold on for a second, and ask her and be like, It's Gina, right?
Yeah.
There was a band that was here either last night or a couple of nights ago called the Bloody Steaks, the Bloody Smokes, the
The Bloody Shroud. Yeah, they were pretty
Bloody
hot.
Shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard them. A buddy of mine said they were really good. Do you know when they're going to be coming back this way?
You'd need to speak to Carlos, the boss, about that. I know we booked them for 2 nights, and then everything that happened in, all of that tragedy in Manhattan yesterday, they kind of cancelled last night. So I don't know when he's rebooking them.
Because I actually work for an independent music label, and be really interested in talking to them about possibly signing them. You said ask Carlos; he's the boss. Do you mind if I talk to him?
Well, he's in his office. Look, I need to do another round, just around the room. And
No rush. I'm going to be here for a while. No rush.
Okay. I'll go and I'll let him know that you're interested. So, what was your name?
My name's Karis.
All right. Okay. Oh yeah, you came with Sam, didn't you? Okay. I'll let him know. I'll let him know. And she goes off about her rounds. Meanwhile, in the corner, yes. What did we get for our initiatives, please?
3.
3.
Okay. Who has the highest dexterity?
3.
I have a 3.
3.
Okay. So you both act at the same time. So we'll go with Sam first because he's the active party. He's the one who's actually making the first move. So you're going to try and grab him around the throat.
In that shut the fuck up way, like more of a forceful, dominating kind of way,
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
So you're going to try and grab my throat and push me down like this.
Yeah.
And how are you going to respond?
I'm not going to let him.
So you're going to try and dodge out the way? You're going to try and block him? Or?
No, well, I can block. I didn't know I could block in this game.
Normally anything like that or any kind of defensive move like that generally would come under like a dodge. I'll do it as a dodge.
It's the simplest thing. Somebody's coming straight at you. You just have to barely tap them and just move.
So Sam, can I have Dex plus Brawl? And Andrew, if I can have Dex plus Dodge. Every success that you get, Andrew, will take away from one of Sam's.
What's the success?
So it's we're doing melee.
You never say this.
Which is difficult. So it's for melee, it's difficulty 6, standard difficulty.
Okay.
Or for not melee, for fisticuffs, or unarmed combat.
3.
Perfect, because I got 4.
Okay, so you make the move, and he quite easily just bats your arm to one side.
I'm going to get up and move out of the desk of the table, put my hands up. Hey, you're getting rough. What's going on? This waitress comes over and slaps my friend. I tell her I don't want her to be the waitress anymore. And then she goes and calls you big lug nut. And you come over and you try and attack me too. What is this place that everyone's trying to hit each other and suddenly we're the victims?
Okay, Sam, we're with you.
And I whisper just so you can hear me. All you've got is them muscles.
And still more brains than you. Shut up.
Except
Sam, I'm gonna need to. He is taunting you. I'm gonna need you to make me another self-control roll. Your blood is up, and you are Bruja, so that means your frenzy difficulties are 2 higher. I'm looking for a 6.
But I'm the one who's dumb.
1 success. Okay, so you are now, at the moment, for the next couple of rounds, you are rolling to resist frenzy. You need a total of 5 successes. Each success you get means you can keep your frenzy at bay for 1 round. So next round, you're going to have to roll again until you have, and each successive round until you have accumulated 5 successes. Otherwise, you will frenzy.
And that's on self-control?
That's on self-control. Ken, this starting to escalate. Are you doing anything? Candy has gone, and we've now got Mandy is on stage. with a big pair of ostrich feathers, going, "You never thought you'd see me do that, did you?"
Oh, okay. So I guess for like a brief second, I'm doing this and noticing that this stuff's going on, and then imagine a new song cues up, and like a light comes down to bring the attention to Mandy, and headlight, yep.
Okay, so we've lost Sam again. Cord gets up and puts his hand on your shoulder, Andrew, and says, "Sit down." Just says it quietly to you, "Sit down."
Can't do it while this guy's trying to hurt me, my friend.
Sam, what do you want to do? So, as I said, just while you were away, Cord has got up and is now standing next to Andrew, and he's just got his hand on his shoulder and he's just told him to sit down. You do notice over by the stairs there are a couple of the other bouncers who work in the place are now standing by the stairs looking in your direction, and you see one of the waitresses disappearing up the stairs to the office. A
Okay.
few of the other punters are now aware. A couple of them get up and move away. Mandy is still dancing, but she is definitely looking at how this situation is developing. Just like that, in fact, yeah.
I'm gonna. So they're telling Andrew to sit down now as well, right?
Cord has just said to him, "Yeah, dude, sit down. We can deal with this later."
Yeah,
There's
but
no
not
need
when
to
I'm
make a
being
scene.
attacked.
The
Like,
only
what idiot would be attacked, going for your throat, and just say, "I'll just sit here"?
I wouldn't have went for your throat if you just shut the fuck up.
I would have went for I would shut up. Go back and do your job. Like, piss
Cord's like,
off.
It's all right, guys. I'm really sorry. We are leaving."
Yeah, we should.
Who said
I
that?
hear the word leaving. No, not yet. Too soon.
Cord said, "We are leaving," and he's put his hands on either of your shoulder and starting to push you trying to push you across. He's for apparently a mortal. He's got and someone who doesn't he looks like a sort of average build. He's got a bit of strength behind him as he's sort of trying to push you towards the bar and then beyond the bar towards the stairs.
So we still. I want to look at him real quick and be like, "Hey, you still want to know about this band, right?
Yes,
Let me
but
continue working tonight as if I'm throwing him out, and I'll try and get information on this band, like where they're at, where we can find them."
he glances at you, Andrew. Are you going to let yourself be thrown out?
No.
I don't have.
And I walk towards the end,
No,
the exit.
If you said you're leaving,
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I let them go,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But a hand on my shoulder will generate a fight.
no, if he's leaving, I can, and as long as I can maintain
You
self.
just yeah. So as you approach them, the other two guys who are they're bouncers, but they're half the size of either of you. They kind of just give you a wide berth so you can pass and head down the stairs, leaving Ken in the world of
He's in Candyland.
exactly Mandyland now. He's in Mandyland,
It's
and
Candy 2 land.
Candy and
Like
Karis on the
like
other
Chris
side.
said, Candy, Mandy, Tandy, Randy, etc. They're all the same person, but with a different wig on.
Basically, or they're all sisters. Who knows?
Well,
They're all the Officer Jennies of this world.
You head down. So you're heading down the stairs, and obviously, Karis, you're still waiting at your table. Sam, you escort Cord and Andrew to the door, and you see kind of Luke's there. You kind of, oh, you guys leaving so soon?
Who's this?
This is the other doorman, big black guy who's on the door when you arrived. His name's Luke. Seemed to know who Sam. They worked together the other night. So.
Whatever. Oh, I passed by the waitress. I walked by. I'm like, bitch.
Hey, screw you!
In
I
your
don't have to take
wettest
that.
dreams, you whore.
Oh shit! There's a glass of there's a little bit of backwash in the bottom of a glass, and she throws it in your face.
What? I'm too far away. How's it? I'm not standing there and having the conversation with her. All
Okay,
right, fine. One of my bottles of champagne. Ah, bitch.
you taking the champagne with you, yeah?
Oh yeah, and now the rest of it just went on her. Oh, scenery. Ha. I keep walking towards the door, but I still got the glass bottle.
She, for a second, and then white woman tears. She runs off and starts crying, and the other waitresses rush around her. You
Andrew
don't need
Tate
him.
is mixed race, so those are murderous tears.
Definitely. I'll take it, Sam. You're just letting this play out and just letting them, and just diffusing the situation and pushing them out.
He's letting it go. He knows he's got another nostril.
It's as long as he keeps moving toward the door. I really, I want to make this. As long as that guy goes, I can. I feel like I can finish this mission on this end.
Okay, so you and Cord are out in the street, Andrew.
So what I'm going to do, so it doesn't look like I'm doing nothing, I'm going to go to the girl that he just sprayed the shit out of, and I'm going to say to her, "Hey, it's okay. Let's go get you cleaned up."
It's a woman. I'm sorry. Well, what? Yeah, what a fat lot of use you were, huh? You should have done something about it, shouldn't you? And then they go into the ladies.
Gotta question his manhood. A woman.
Of course, thank you. That's yeah. What kind of man are you, huh? And they disappear into the ladies.
Oh, she said that to me?
Mm-hmm.
All women do that. Those kinds of women always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm the guy that's supposed to be keeping other people's hands off of her. So
you just like, oh.
But you couldn't keep her hands off of him. Him.
So you and Cord find yourself out on the street. At which point he just says, "You're not quite getting this low profile thing, are you?"
No, not yet. Listen, I don't know if you know this or not, but this is my first night being a vampire.
Yes, as I'm becoming painfully aware. But it's all good. We can go back to the car. I'm sure these guys won't take too long. Hopefully.
Fantastic. I will. I'm gonna hang out here. I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cool. In fact, what we can do, if you like, because part of what I'm here to do is to give you guys a bit of an idea about how you go about hunting. I mean, we can go. There's a few alleys around here. See if you can attract somebody. If you're hungry, you don't have to, but it might be good experience.
I just need to calm down I need a little bit of alone time.
Fair enough. He does actually go. I think you've still got the bottle of champagne with you. And
I hand it to him.
Oh, he takes a swig and he says, as he hands it back, he's like, "That's a neat trick you've got there. Most of you guys can't do that."
Oh, interesting. Just comes natural. Anyway, yeah, that was too much. I just kind of walk it off a little.
No
I walk
worries.
it around the corner, hail a taxi, and go to the hospital that my brother is apparently at.
Okay, that's in Manhattan.
I've got the cash.
You've got the cash. Okay, I will come back to that in a moment. Let's go back into the club. Sam, you're going to go and stand on the door, are you, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'll go stand at the door and while that's going on, I'm going to say, because the other doorman's there too, right?
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, "Hey, what do you know about that the band that played the other night?"
Oh yeah. Those guys are pretty good, aren't they? Yeah, they've. I heard that they've been playing a few clubs around the district and getting a good name for themselves.
Do you know? You wouldn't happen to know anybody that knows them personally, do you?
Why are you thinking of booking them?
Well, I know, as you know, I bounce around through the music scene, and I might be able to hook these guys up with some more gigs and point them in, direction, or point people in their directions that are looking to book bands as well.
You'd need to speak to Carlos. He booked them.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard anything about them. But all right, yeah, I guess good point.
Sam, give me a perception plus alertness, please. Gonna be difficulty 7.
Oh man, nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Ken, you suddenly find yourself alone at the table with a big pile of hundreds and a selection of drink in front of you.
Oh, big pile of hundreds. I know what I'm doing. If Candy comes out and walks around the
Mhm.
the tables and area mingles, I'm going to ask if we can go to the VIP room.
Yeah, sure, honey.
All right,
She offers you. She takes your hand and then lets it go. Damn, man, you're cold.
Well,
I'm sure we can warm you up.
all right. So I'll give you the bullet points so that way you can fast forward, fade to black, whatever. But the idea is that, because I know you said that feeding's supposed to feel good, right? So my idea is that's her experience, the feel good, and the
Unfortunately, okay. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so since this is one of those scenes where amorous stuff happens, and I have my fangs, do their thing, and then lick the wound clean.
Okay, so we're going to play this through.
Yeah.
You let her take you by the hand. She's like, damn, yeah, we're going to need to warm you up. You follow her up to the top level, which is even more gaudy than the second level. There's like pink and red drapes everywhere. There's a number of doors. You can hear music coming from behind a couple of them. You go about halfway down the corridor and you go into a room on the left-hand side. There's like a small curved sofa for you to sit on, little side table for your drinks, some subdued lighting, some pretty cheesy sensual music playing.
I do have a question. Because I don't know that I have the knowledge to use a blood point, because I'm self-conscious now that she pointed out I'm cold. Is it an instinctive thing? Like, can I somehow feel that
you can feel the blood inside of you? I mean, I would say, I know we didn't cover it earlier on. There is every chance the Carter would have mentioned something about the ability to, because it's one of the things that helps you maintain the masquerade. So it's just a question of doing it, and you don't need to make a roll or anything for it. But yes, it will cost you a blood point, and for the rest of the scene, you appear as close to mortal as you can get. You still don't breathe, you still don't blink, cough, shit, fart, or anything like that. But at least to the touch and to look at, you look normal.
Perfect. Okay.
But she gets you in there. She gets you sat down. There's obviously no hands, and starts doing her thing. And at the moment when she's at her most vulnerable, you're going to give her the kiss, are you?
Indeed.
Okay, you do. As you sink your fangs in and you feel the blood gush into your mouth, under normal circumstances, if you're not doing anything within the period of a round, you can drink a total of 3 blood points. The first thing that happens, though, is she starts to fight against you. You, as the blood comes into your mouth, you can feel, listen, as Carter was saying, you get a sense of her emotional state at that moment. When it first starts to come through, you get this sense of boredom from her.
Mm.
But the moment the blood starts flowing a bit more freely, you just feel terror.
Oh.
Abject terror. She's twisting and fighting. Don't forget your flaws, sir. For your victims, this is not a pleasant experience.
Mm-hmm.
You feel her take an in-gasp of air to scream. What would you like to do? And she's trying to wriggle out of your grasp.
Oh man, so the jig is up. All right, I will recoil, and I will apologize. Is there a so since I was experiencing what she was feeling, does she have an idea that I was more than just biting, that I was drawing the
Well, it
vitae from
depends.
her?
I mean, you just said you recoiled. If you recoil now, she will have an open wound on her neck that's bleeding.
Ah, okay, I see. So then, yeah.
And the first thing she's going to do is she's going to scream.
Okay, so I will. I mean, I'm going to stop applying the pressure and trying to draw out the vitae. I will try to undo Control Z.
Control C. Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to, as she's pulling away, are you going to try and lick the wound?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so under this circumstance, I am going to need a roll from you. Well, I'm going to do it as a. Let's have a look. It's going to be. I'm going to have to do it as a Dex plus Brawl. I don't really see how else. It's this is a physical action. There's also. Let's have a look. Where are you? I should have you here somewhere. You are not here for some reason. That's annoying. Do you have any dots in subterfuge? I don't think you do you?
I do not have dots in subterfuge.
No, in which case then, so yeah, Dex plus Brawl, please. And
Okay.
I'm going to make it a difficulty of 7 for you, please. You only need 1 success.
Okay. There's that sucks because I have a 1 and a 10. All right. A 2 and a 5. So here's my last roll, last chance.
Don't forget
It's
as
a
well,
10.
I will.
It's a 10. So I'm 1 success.
Again, fantastic. That is all you needed. She is still going to scream, but there is no evidence on her throat that you were drinking. This all happened in the space of a round, so I'm going to say that you could have drained 2 blood points from her. Okay.
Oh, okay. Back up to 4.
I was going to say, yes, just a quick reminder again to everybody, obviously, you always do have the option to spend a point of willpower for an automatic success. And also, on that point, to come back to something you asked me about before, Karis, no, you cannot spend willpower on damage. Okay,
And
yeah, so she pulls away from you, her hand goes to her throat, and she screams.
I profusely apologize and
You hear the sound of footsteps coming running down the corridor. There was probably one of the guys that came down earlier is always sat at the end of the corridor for the protection of the girls. Obviously, you're outside, Sam. None of you have got auspex, so none of you have got heightened senses, so you wouldn't have heard that. Karis, you're on the floor below. The music's going, so you probably haven't heard anything either. Door bursts open, and there's this guy standing there in a tank top, probably with we'll say he's got a toothpick in his mouth. What the hell are you doing, boy? And he just he comes straight in towards you like he's going to punch you in the chops.
All right, I'll just have my head hanging as I feel the guilt. So yeah, he can hit me. That's fine. I'm not gonna try and weasel out of this.
Pick his nose. It always works.
So yeah, it's so 2 successes, and that's gonna be. I think you're going to be fine because I only got 1 success on my damage roll. It's blunt force trauma, so half damage, so you don't take any damage, but bang, he clocks you square on the nose, and you just stand there and take it. He's like, he takes a step back. Yeah, can I have some assistance up in room 3, please? On his mic.
So
I don't know. We'll say just to hand wave it, Sam, you would have been given a walkie when you went out to the door. So you hear, can I have some assistance up in room 3, please?
So I look over at the guy next to me. I said, are you going or me?
I don't know. Have you had enough excitement for one night?
Now, I don't know that's him up there, right?
You don't know.
Yeah. And I'm thinking that this could just be a normal person, so I don't want to end up killing anybody.
Okay, so you're going to head up. Karis, in the meantime, you've been sat there for a while.
I'm still waiting for Carlos to come down and talk to me.
Yes, yeah. You're still waiting, and a few seconds later, this guy called Carlos comes up. He's average height. He's wearing an inexpensive t-shirt with a kind of a loud Hawaiian shirt open over the top, jeans, and simple shoes. I imagine his hair's a little bit greasy, slicked back in a shitty little ponytail at the back. Hey, man. Gina said you wanted to have a word. Sits down next to you.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I make it obvious that the bottle of cold water that I've been holding is the hand that I used to shake his hand with, so he doesn't notice that I'm cold and clammy to the touch.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'll make a motion of kind of trying to wipe some of the perspiration off of my shirt and shaking his hand, so you can see his hands are cold because of the bottle.
Yeah, so as you feel his hand is warm to the touch, and it's a little bit sweaty as well as you shake his hand.
So
how can I help you, man?
Hey, I'm Karis. Normally I work at the Limelight, and we've been trying to follow this band called the Blood Shroud. Guys were here the other night. Yeah, did you catch them? Were you here? No, I wasn't able to see them, but we've been trying to get in touch with them because we wanted to book them to play at our club. Do you happen to have any way I can get in touch with them?
I've got a number somewhere upstairs. Yeah. As long as you're not going to book them on the same night as I am.
No. I'll make sure. Lucretia, right? She's the manager at the night manager at the Limelight. She's like, we've been talking about it for a while.
When you say that, it's like, oh, Limelight. Oh, nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, sure. As you're saying that, somebody comes up and whispers in his ear, I'm sorry. Get yourself another drink on the house. I just need to go and deal with something.
Right. All right.
As he's saying that, you see Sam. Are you rushing? Are you taking your time? Are you running up there?
We'll say rushing, but not running.
Okay, so you see Sam come up from the ground floor and disappear up the stairs.
Are there
Seemingly,
any?
sorry, I was going to say,
I was gonna
seemingly in
say-
a hurry.
Okay. Are there any tables closer to the stairwell so that I might be within earshot without going up the steps?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, that I'll move from my spot over to where I guess Carlos and security were going up, just to keep an ear out
Okay,
until he
so
hopefully comes back.
fantastic. Very quickly, we're going to go back out into the street. Andrew, you've walked away from Cord. As you said, you walked around the corner. You're looking around. You're not too far from. You can walk a couple of streets, will get you almost as far as the Grand Concourse, and then you should be able to hail a cab from there. As you're walking, give me a perception plus alertness roll, please.
Just perception alone
Perception and alertness, if you have it.
and alertness. Okay, so it's 3 of them. I got a success, a nothing, and a 1. So what is that? Nothing.
That is nothing. You walked around the corner and a car pulls up alongside you. It's moderately expensive. I will say it's a moderately expensive Lexus. Kind of pulls up.
A Lexus. Might as well be a Nissan.
And you see 2 guys get out the front, back doors open, 3 guys get out the back. It looks like it's a number of those guys that were across the street with the Ford and Rams jackets on.
You got a good memory. Okay. So there's 3 of them?
There's 5 of them.
5 of them? Oh,
Yeah, there's 2 in the front, 3 that get out the back. The 3 at the back are kind of like sort of, they're just kind of standing back, but the guy who was in the driver's seat kind of strides over towards you. Again, looks like these all look like frat boys. And he kind of walks up to you and goes, excuse me, man.
hi.
You're the Viper Taint, aren't you?
Oi, I am.
Oh, mate, can I shake your hand?
Yeah, well, I don't really shake the hand, but hey, how are you? It's good to meet you.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm Brock, and these are my buddies. That's Todd, and Bryce, Spencer, and that's Chad over there as well.
Hey,
Huge fan. Love what you do. I've learned all your moves, man. I just want to know if I can get my photo with you. I mean, maybe sign an autograph or something. Is that all right?
you have a camera, like one of those a Polaroid?
Yeah. Chad's got one in the glove box somewhere.
Absolutely. I am going to, for my own safety, since there are 5 of them, and one of them was trying to actually grapple with my hand, I'm going to use presence, my awe.
Fantastic. Okay. So, let me just grab the book. Presence or fantastic. Okay, so it's charisma plus either expression or performance if you've got either of those. Difficulty 7, and well, tell me how many successes you get.
Where's the performance again? Because I have
yes, because your sheet is slightly different. You don't have everything.
Expression.
On
I have
you've got
expression.
expression.
So I
you
have
can use that then.
5 charisma. I have 2 expression.
So 7 dice, and you want a difficulty of 7. If you just want to get him, you can just get him.
No. I want all
If you want to
5.
get all of them, then tell me how many you get. How many successes? 7 is the difficulty.
7 is the difficulty. Okay.
Mhm.
1 success, 2 success, and 1 more die. Oh, come on. 2 successes.
2 successes. Would you like to spend a point of willpower to make it
Yes,
3
I would.
successes? Fantastic. So spend a point of willpower. That means you can get up to 6 people. So all of them are entranced by you. Not entranced. They're all, they're in awe of your
Enamored.
magnificence. Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, I have fame also.
Yes. And these guys are, so that will bring the difficulty down to 6. Thank you. Well remembered. So you shouldn't need to spend.
Okay, so I won't need to spend. Okay, I think
Yeah.
I think I got a 6 somewhere in there. Somewhere. I don't know. Anyway.
Fantastic. So so you wouldn't have needed to spend the willpower point.
Okay.
They are all very much. They're your new groupies.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, come. Right here. Let's go under the guy's testicles and get some pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures, doing like the little gang signs and stuff like that, right? We're crippin', we're crippin', right?
They're fucking loving it. Yeah. All of them pull out.
With your nice Lexus. I wonder, could you give me a ride to the so and so hospital?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
One rule: you gotta
now.
put the music up, and I get shotgun.
You mean now?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. One of them's got one of them. Yeah, of course. This is wow. This is the best day of their lives as they go back to the car.
I know it is.
Probably one of them, because the car was full. One of them's going to have to sit out. So we'll say no. Chad was driving. We'll say Bryce.
Screw that, Chooch.
Okay.
You can hold the parking spot.
As you're heading over to the car, give me. I'm going to need another perception plus about this roll, please. This one's going to be a little bit less. Difficulty of 5.
5. 2 successes.
2 successes. As you're going towards to get into the car, you notice in the alley, one of the alleyways that you passed when you were walking away from the club, you see Bellamaya just standing there looking at you like, we will come back to that in a second. Meanwhile, upstairs, Ken, this guy has backed off from you. He's just punched you. He didn't do anything. He's like, oh shit, that's not normal. He stepped back. He's just trying to block you from getting out of the door. And you see behind him, you see Sam appear over this guy's shoulder. And Sam, you see the situation. You've got Ken Cho, your new friend, standing in the room. And off to one side in the room, you've got one of the girls. It was Candy, holding her neck, going like this. Going, oh my God, Levi, you're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me.
So that's the first thing I see.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ken looking very downcast.
So I only see, they're the only 2 in the room?
The only other one is the security guy who'd run in. We'll say his name is Dave, and he's blocking the doorway, so he's got his back to you as you get to the door.
Okay, I'm going to go up to him, that security guy. I'm going to be like, hold on, let me handle this.
Yeah, you go ahead. I punched him one and he didn't move. So he's all yours, dude.
Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go straight. Is he leaving the scene now?
Dave, he steps out into the corridor to give you space to get into the room. It's not that the room's not that big. It was crowded with just the 3 of them in there. They're supposed to be intimate.
Go over.
So
I'm going to go straight to the girl because if she's holding her neck, I figured this. I've already figured out what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go up to her. I'm gonna be like, okay, settle down. Let me look at it. Let me see it. What happened?
I was doing my thing, and then I don't know. He tried to. I mean, first off, he got handsy. I should have said something, but he seems like quite a nice guy, you know. And then he bit me on the neck, and I felt horrible and awful, and it was like that time that Uncle Patrick touched me.
And then I say to her, I said, let me look at it, and I lean in, and I lick it real quick.
It has you as you move the hand, you can see he's already cleaned it. There isn't anything there.
Oh shit! Okay, so I'm not.
Yeah, but you go in, you make the move, but you realise that you don't need to. You can cover. I'll say you can cover it by just going, oh yeah, you wanted to get a closer look because the lights down here are subdued, so you might have to get close to see if there's any mark. So you can use that as an excuse. Meanwhile, Ken, what are you doing? Is that it? You just
no.
Okay.
Now that I was trying to create the space for her to tell her side of the story, so I can understand what she experienced, and then pivot or play off of that. So indeed, I accept full responsibility for my actions.
You fucking man! You know somebody call the cops. At which point, Carlos appears at the door. What the hell is going on in here? Oh Jesus! What the cops? No. Candy, let's calm it down now. We don't want cops in here. Just what?
No, we definitely don't.
Hey,
here.
He calls to somebody else. You see, or rather, you hear other doors down the corridor start to open. He calls to another one of the girls. He calls to Sandy to come and get Candy and take care of her, look after her. She leaves the room. What the hell is going on here tonight? Sam, have you got this?
Yeah, I can handle this situation.
Right. Hey, did this guy come with you?
Like I've only recently met these people, so let me.
Well, he came with you, right? That's it. I'm no more shit, both of you. Out. You gone.
No, it's not his fault.
I'm trying to. I'm running a respectable. You shut it, or I do call the cops. I'm running a respectable establishment here. You, out.
All right. So we'll. I'll go over. I'm going to go over to these two guys. I'm like, look, guys, let's just get out of here.
Okay, so there's only you and Ken up here because Karis is still downstairs.
Oh, okay. He's still down there. Okay.
But no, he's pointing at you and Ken, both of you. Out. I don't need this kind of shit. Sorry, I know you got to rep as a good guy, Sam, but you brought shit to my door tonight.
Fair enough. And I don't want. None of us need the attention. We'll go.
Cool. Go. Come back in a couple of days and I'll have your money for you. Get out.
All right. So
I'm gonna whisper to Sam, I'm very sorry. I thought it was supposed to feel good when we bite people.
Man, that's what they told us. So I'm gonna walk him out, like he's obviously kind of hanging his head, so I could tell he was not trying to be an idiot, he was just.
You don't see either of the girls as you leave. Karis, you notice these two come down, kind of tail between their legs, and head off downstairs.
I don't want to wave goodbye to Karis because I don't want to make them think, oh, wait, he's with you? Yeah, get out of here, too.
No, that's what I'm thinking. We'll just walk right past him. Maybe he can still work the mojo.
Okay. So, Andrew, what would you like to do?
I say, guys, actually, my ride just showed up. Listen, it was really good getting to meet, a lot of the fans that I have, bunch of little dorks. You guys, however, you guys are awesome.
Hey,
listen,
man,
remember,
thank you.
Bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. I'll talk to you guys later, eh?
Isn't that the truth? You have a good night, then. Hey, if you ever need that ride, you just give us a shout.
Oh, rain check. Rain check.
Yes, boys. Yeah, they all fist bump each other and jump in the car and drive off.
Aye, all right. So I go over by Belladonna. Hey, it's got to be a new name every time. Hey, what's going on? What, are those guys like werewolves or something? I'm joking. I know those things don't exist.
You look at the look on her face when you say that. She's like, mm. She just gets a little bit closer to you and just, I'm just watching out for you all. Just watching out for you all. I was worried you might get yourself into trouble.
What do you mean trouble? No, those guys were they were cool with me. I'm actually a famous guy.
Oh, that's good.
Listen to me. I have a question, Bella.
Maya, I prefer Maya.
Maya? Okay, Maya. Cord. He works for Carlos Danger over there. Tell me something. What's his deal? He's strong. He looks like he should be a runt, but he's strong. What is that?
It's a ghoul.
Yeah, lots of ghouls running around. But why is he so strong?
It's a ghoul.
What does that mean?
Carter gives him blood and makes him strong.
Wait a second. So if a vampire gives a human blood, his own blood, that human turns into a ghoul and they're stronger?
Mm.
Do they get sick?
Sometimes, but they don't age.
Is it illegal for us to make someone into a ghoul? Like, is it going to go against the princely authority?
Some say yes, some say no.
Thank you, Maya.
Do you see something approaching a blush?
Aww.
Okay. Meanwhile, back in the club, Carlos comes back down, shaking his head. We have Tandy is on stage now. And comes back and joins you. Oh, fucking hell, man. What a night. What a night. You come on. I mean, it's quiet in here tonight because of everything that's been going on in the city. And yet, I should have stayed closed. Everybody said, stay closed. But I thought, business opportunity, I'll open when nobody else is. It might be good for business. And this is what I get for my trouble. Anyway, you wanted a number.
I feel you, man. I feel you. It's the city needs catharsis. So people need to come find some place to blow off steam.
That's a lovely word. That is a lovely word.
Right.
I'm going to write it down and I'm going to use it more in conversation.
You did the right thing. People getting a little out of control. You ask them to leave. They don't want to leave. What are you going to do? Hey,
anyway,
like I said, I've been in the limelight for many years. We go through the same headache. It's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a number. Gives you a piece of paper, the number on it.
All right, cool.
And also gives you a box of little kind of flyers. If you're down there, if it's all right, just, if anybody's up in the Bronx, this is the place to be.
The way it is, you scratch our back, we'll scratch your back. I totally get it, man. That's how it works. No problem.
Fantastic.
Hey, now, do you happen to know where these guys come out of? Like, I was here in Pittsburgh. I was here in Chicago, maybe.
I believe they're local.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd heard they've been playing around, a few places over the past couple of months. They called me and said, "So if we had any slots free." That's the number.
You don't have to know if they have like their own management company or something.
No, I spoke to the lead singer. I can't remember what his name was now. Harley something.
Harley. All right. Hey, thanks a lot. I give him a handshake again. Thanks a lot for the help, Carlos.
No problem, man. And again, if you want another one on the house, there you go. You know,
I
us
appreciate
club
it.
people, we got to stick together. Now, I've got to go and see this chick. Apparently, some freak tried to bite her on the neck, if you can believe that.
Takes all kinds. It is New York City.
Right.
Yeah,
Best city in the world. You have a good night.
that's true.
Okay, so
Hey,
Ken
thanks,
and
man, you too.
Sam. Ken and Sam, you've exited the club. You, as you're coming out, you see this Lexus with these 5 frat boys peeling off. And if you happen to glance up the street, you see Andrew disappearing into an alleyway. Also, that Maya's just inside the alleyway, so you haven't seen her. The only other person that you do see is Cord, who's gone around the corner and got the car and is bringing it round.
Well, maybe it's time for us to split out of here. So let's get in the car.
Okay. Andrew, you.
The car. I look at him and at the driver, and I say, "Hey, we got to wait for Karis."
No worries. I'll pull a bit. I'll pull a bit further up out of the way where we're not so conspicuous.
We had to leave to avoid any kind of
Why? What happened?
the authorities.
The authorities. What happened?
Well, it would seem that
He's looking between the two of you.
he tried to feed. It backfired. So I managed to kind of squash the situation, but we had to get out. Karis is still in there. They don't know we were together, and he's trying to get the information we needed.
Oh, Jesus. This night just gets better.
Hey,
I knew the boss should have come with us.
I'm just trying to keep it clean, buddy.
He was the one that
Thank you.
encouraged us to hunt, to learn, experience. He said
What
it
happened?
would feel good to people.
Hey, from the
bloody murder.
way
It's all right.
from the way you said it saunds like you did everything by the book. I don't know. We'll bring it up with the boss.
Ken just sucks at sucking.
We'll ask the boss why it backfired the way it did.
Because there were no tentacles involved. Hentai. I know hentai. I do not know this other stuff. That's why it didn't work, man. You couldn't get him stimulated. There were no tentacles.
Okay. Andrew, you ran in the court. You ran in the alleyway with Maya. You see the car with these two and coordinate just drives past you and then pulls off into a side road and just pulls up.
Anybody else in this alley? Anybody else near
No.
the alley? Any hot chicks?
How you feeling?
Dan. Feeling good.
How you feeling? Hot.
Odds or evens? You feeling even? You feeling good? Odds or evens?
I'm
Okay.
feeling pretty even.
Yeah, you can spot at the other end of the alleyway. Looks like there's a couple of streetwalkers there, just dipped into the alleyway for a cigarette.
Oh.
One of them.
It's Andy.
Yeah, one of them's having a cigarette. You see the other one. You see the other one silhouetted is like this.
What does Andrew
Her.
call?
I want her. Hey, Toots.
She kind of. Hey, how's it going? Oh, she sees that as she looks to look at Maya, and there is nobody standing next to you.
Mm-hmm. I know. I pull out 100 and I say, "What can this get me?"
Let's step into my office. And she kind of steps back into the alleyway out of the street lights.
Excellent. Do I need to roll anything?
You don't need to roll
does
anything.
Ken want to watch? You can watch if you want. I'll show you how it's done.
You don't need to roll anything. As soon as you get the kiss in there, yes, it doesn't fall in. It's as I said, it's a euphoric experience for her.
Yes,
How much?
it is.
How much do you want to take?
2's enough. That'll bring me to full. That's the one.
Fantastic. So you can take 2 points. You feel again this part. There's like the top layer of emotion again is this kind of boredom, this ennui. But beneath that, there's trepidation. You know, it's not a safe job that
But
she
she
does.
also just took a bump.
She did also take a bump as well. So you do get beyond after this kind of trepidation that you feel, you then get the wave of euphoria. And if you didn't talk enough already, you suddenly feel the need to talk a lot more
No,
now.
I don't. No, I don't. I have drug resistance.
Oh yes, you do. Well, thank you. Yeah,
Oh, no,
you feel it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you feel it, but it doesn't, it doesn't impair your capabilities at all.
Excellent. Honey,
Karis, oh sorry,
hold on.
carry on.
Honey, where do you get your... What is that? Is that heroin?
No, it's Charlie, mate. Do you want some?
What is
There'll
it?
be another. It's Coke. There'll be another 50.
Oh. No. Actually, how about an extra 200? Why don't you tell me where I can get some of my own?
There's a guy called Dwayne.
Dwayne. Dwayne
Yeah.
Wayne? I appreciate
Oh,
that.
you do know him then?
Oh, okay, nice. Hey, what's happening? Some people who are my age will get that if you've watched black sitcoms. So fingers crossed, Derek. So I say, where can I catch Dwayne?
Oh, he hangs out up the Grand Concourse near the old. Oh, what's that? There was that writer who's got that house that he used to live in just off the Grand Concourse.
Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic. I hand
As
her
being,
the 300 total.
she seems very happy. Hey, come back anytime, honey.
Thank you, dear. Mwah. Kiss on the cheek.
She's still, again, you don't know. It's partly the drugs. It's partly the euphoria of the kiss as well, and she just wanders off, quite happy. I'm assuming. I just assumed that you licked the wound afterwards. So
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, fantastic.
I'm dumb. I'm not stupid.
But yes, you would know. I mean, I'm assuming you've lived in the Bronx for a while. A bit further up off the main concourse is Edgar Allan Poe's house,
Okay.
which is obviously a famous landmark in the Bronx. But yeah, apparently he hangs out somewhere near there. I take it, Karis, are you taking your leave as soon as you've got all of this and Carlos has gone about his business?
Yeah, but basically because I've seen everybody in my party already exit the building at some point during the night, so I'll make my way outside underneath the nuts and look for the soccer mom SUV that we came in.
You see, I'm called. He's parked in such a way that he can watch the door, so he'll just flash the rear lights, the brake lights, so you can see where they are.
Look around, make my way back to that alley wherever he's parked at.
As you, Bill and the prostitute separate, and you kind of walk back, you see Karis crossing the street, heading towards the SUV, towards the mom van, and as if by magic, Maya is back in the alleyway.
Pretty smooth, huh? Pretty good for my first time.
She nods and smiles. You going to go and join them, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to join.
Cool. Okay.
What time does this place close?
Looks like we'll say on the sign on the door said they're open till 3.
What time is it now?
With everything we've done tonight, it's probably somewhere around 11.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
And you get into the van, and she jumps into the van with you all, and we will leave it there. That seems like a nice place to call it.
Fireworks.
Thank you, Clarkov, as always, for staying up. Sorry if we went a little bit longer, but yeah, we'll call it there. Bill, if you want to end the stream, and then we can do points and stuff.